Good morning, wrestling fans. I'm Kevin, your host of the Daily Wrestling Morning Show. Today is Monday, April 15th. We start today's news with Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's recent Twitch stream stirred up some buzz over the weekend. In his latest stream on April 12th, Omega touched on a topic that many thought was off limits: the backstage brawlout of 2022. This involved Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, Ace Steel, and CM Punk. His comments have sparked discussions within the community, especially considering the current focus on Punk's interview on Ariel Helwani's podcast and Tony Khan's decision to show the footage of All In from last year. Omega seemed to downplay his role in AEW management and hinted at a different approach he might have taken with Punk after the post-All Out media scrum. Some interpret Omega's remarks as indicating possible disagreement with recent storyline angles involving the Young Bucks and FTR. Omega expressed humility regarding his role as EVP and his perception of his effectiveness. Quote, "I'm not the booker. I don't have power. I haven't had power for more than 4 years now in that company, and I know that's going to sound odd because, well, Kenny, you're an EVP. I'm nothing. I am nothing. And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a terrible EVP. I don't deserve to be an EVP," end quote. He recounted his approach during the brawlout incident, emphasizing his priority ensuring the safety of CM Punk's dog, Larry. Omega reflected on his background in contact sports and martial arts, suggesting that sometimes physical confrontations can be a valid means of conflict resolution. Regarding his relationship with CM Punk, Omega has stated that it is one of mutual respect, stating that there's no animosity between the two. He also addressed the sensitivity of private matters in the wrestling industry, expressing reluctance to pulling back the curtain. Overall, Omega's comments add an intriguing layer to the storylines, with potential implications for future programming with the Young Bucks. As Omega continues his recovery with diverticulitis, fans can anticipate further developments in his journey and how his statements might influence future narrative arcs. Kenny Omega also spoke about former WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. During his live stream, Omega expressed the utmost respect for the tribal chief. Quote, "So I have the utmost respect for Roman. I think he was one of the greatest WWE champions that you just wanted to see someone win the belt off of, which is very important. It's important to want to see your champion hold the belt, but it's also important to have a champion where you can't wait until someone just actually takes it off of him. You know what I mean? So I think in that regards, he was one of the greatest." Kenny Omega acknowledges the tribal chief. This acknowledgement comes in the wake of widespread fan appreciation for Roman Reigns, with thunderous chats of "Thank you, Roman." Omega, like any other keen observer, commended Reigns for his evolution as a champion and a spokesperson, recognizing his remarkable growth and contribution to the wrestling industry. Rey Mysterio recently shared his heartfelt regret about a pivotal moment in his wrestling career. Regarding SummerSlam 2005, Rey Mysterio famously battled Eddie Guerrero in a ladder match for the custody of Dominic Mysterio. Rey expressed remorse over the intensity of the match and its lasting impact on his son. During an interview with BWGS Pod, Rey admitted if given the chance, he would have foregone the match altogether and allowed Eddie to keep custody of Dominic. The toll the match took on his body and the emotional aftermath led Rey to wish he had made a different choice. Despite his regrets, Rey acknowledged the profound storyline that emerged from the match and speculated about Eddie's influence on Dominic from beyond. This candid admission sheds light on the complexity of wrestling storylines and the personal sacrifices these wrestlers make. Membership of the Blackpool Combat Club comes with unexpected perks. A BCC book club. Recently, in Sports Illustrated, Bryan Danielson shed lights on the lesser-known aspect of the group, emphasizing the importance of reading and learning. Despite recent individual pursuits such as Jon Moxley's focus in New Japan and Wheeler Yuta's recovery from injury, the BCC remains connected through a shared love of literature. Danielson, a co-founder of the book club alongside Moxley, highlights the diverse reading habits within the group, with each member finding values and expanding their literary horizons beyond wrestling. Danielson's passion for reading has inspired his own writing journey, providing a meaning to clarify his thoughts, define his personal values, and amidst the noise of social media and social expectations. I highly encourage to read his book if you haven't read it yet. Coming up tonight on Monday Night Raw, fans can expect an action-packed filled lineup featuring some of the WWE's biggest stars. In the main event, we'll witness a showdown between main event Jey Uso versus Finn Balor. It'll be interesting to see how Judgment Day will get involved, as Jey Uso is a #1 contender against Damian Priest. Additionally, WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley will make an appearance along with WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes. It should make for a good show. Also, the WWE Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. Sami Zayn will make his first title defense against Chad Gable in a thrilling technical match. I'm excited to see that. Plus, Andrade will go head-to-head with Rey Mysterio in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. And to top it off, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, will make his return to the WWE roster. That's a wrap up for today's edition of the Daily Wrestling Morning Show. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kevin. We'll be back tomorrow morning to review Raw, discuss upcoming matches for NXT and AEW Dynamite. Also, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, enjoy wrestling.